Alright, mate.
I don't mind it either.
What's the weather, boys?
Cloudy.
What about the race? Alright, cheers, Miles. I'll just mute you all now, right? Good luck in the race, boys. Alright? You know what you've got to do, Matthew? You've got to drop back and you've got to let Di and Scottish Ninja. Good luck, boys. Alright, good luck, mate. And here we are. Round 12 of 12 in the Autodromo, Jose Carlos Pache, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Only 4 turned out tonight. Matthew Hero, Scottish Ninja, Turquoise Bones and Di Miles. The chances are is Scottish Ninja and Di Miles can get promotion tonight if they finish ahead of Matthew Hero. But it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, only 4 drivers, and only 4 drives it'll be, and hopefully the 4 will finish. I've been told we got a full dry session, cloudy qualifying, dry race. And there we are, we're on board with Di Miles now, on his outlap. We'll stay on board with Di Miles. See what Di can do. Di has told me that he will be going for the 2-stop. Soft, medium. Little bit of oversteer there, going into the top of the hill. Dropping down now. Here we go, as he comes up the hill. Clean so far. Into the last DRS section, across the start and finish straight now. Should go to the left, a 108.7 to take an early pole lap. Di will box now, and we'll just wait now to see who's coming out next. We have the McLaren coming out. Scottish Ninja. Got a little bit of internet problems tonight, so he's lagging a bit. He said before the race he's got internet connection problems, so I'm hoping he doesn't get any problems during the race. Really, on his outlap, he should have his ERS off. And he's lucky there to get away with not invalidating his lap. Yeah, I don't like this lagging business. And Scottish Ninja, as we can see, has left the session. That's down to connection issues. Though he should be able to get back in, as there's enough invites sent. I'll just send him another one. How do we do this? Invite friends. There we are. So I'm just hoping that he can get back in. And here we go. So currently at the moment we've got 3 left in the session, but you could see how bad his connection was to the amount he was lagging. Scottish Ninja has joined. I hope he knows how to get in his car and doesn't spectate. We'll go on board with now Turquoise Bones, who's on his outlap. Dropping down out of turn 4. Heading up the hill now into turn 5. Coming into Ferradura now. Taking it nice and easy, looking after his tyres on his outlap. You can tell that by just looking at the gear he's in. Slowly starting to build now. And now he'll start giving it the beans going up the hill. No short shifting, into the DRS, opens the rear wing. Excuse me. Back 5 gears into turn 1 into the centre S. Nice through there. Hard on the power now, into the DRS zone. Heading short to medium straight into turn 4. Back 4 gears. Just clipping the curb there. You want to stay away from this outside curb as it'll invalidate you. Yeah, up the 3rd mid corner. Hard on the accelerator now, probably up the 5th. Back then into 2nd. Drops down the hill, hard on the accelerator. Yeah, Scottish Ninja's got problems. I can't see him racing. And crossing the line, a 108.3. A good lap. I feel as though there's more there to be had. He'll box this lap now for another fresh set of softs. I can see Die Miles going again. As Scottish Ninja rejoins, I'll just send him another invite. One moment, everyone. Ninja, can you hear me? Are you back in? Good man. Now, at the start of the race, you might get a glitch start, right? Just wait for the lights to go. Alright? It might hold you a little bit longer than everyone else, but just wait for them to go out. Alright, mate? Alright, good luck, mate. Sorry about that. So we got Matthew Hero out on his outlap. in the Racing Point, which will become Aston Martin next season. And here we go. Down, back 5 gears here should be. Down into third, into the centre S. Up into fourth here, mid corner. That's... You can gain a lot of time and lose a lot of time in turn 1 and turn 2. Got a little bit of DRS there. Matthew's going well here now at the moment. Heading up the hill. Car goes light over the top of the hill, but nice and tidy through there for Matthew. It'll come down to strategy tonight. I know Di Miles is going to go for the 2-stop. I feel Turquoise Bones will go for the 1-stop, being softs to hards, as Matthew's coming over the start and finish straight now. Hang to the left where you want to be and go second. 100th, just over 100th of a second behind Turquoise Bones. We'll get on board now with Turquoise Bones, see how he's getting on. Just entering the DRS into turn 4 now. Matthew will be pitting, see where Scottish Ninja is. He's on an outlap, still lagging quite badly. Seems to be... See what he can do. We'll get off board with that. Back on board with him now as he comes over the start and finish straight. See where he goes. DRS is open. A 1:10.5. Turquoise Bones now coming up over the last turn here. Little bit of the pit lane which you can do. Crossing the line now. A 1:07.7, good lap. 6/10 faster than his previous lap. So as we can see, the top 4 now. Turquoise Bones on pole at the moment. Matthew Hero second, Di Miles third, Scottish Ninja fourth. Yeah, I'm not liking that lag. I'm just hoping it doesn't upset anyone's race. It is quite bad. We'll get off that. Turquoise Bones will be pitting this lap. I think he'll be going for one more. I would like to say he would. .107.4 is not too shabby. 1:07.7 is not too shabby. As he comes into the pits now, braking down for the 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. There we are. Scottish Ninja now. He'll be boxing this lap. Di Miles going out for an out lap. Scottish Ninja's left the session again. If it was to finish in this position now in the race, Turquoise Bones, Matthew Hero, Di Miles, Di Miles would be going to F2 at the end of the season. He'll get promotion. I know Miles had a race in another league during the week and he finished 4th there. But he feels he's got the pace to run with the front runners. Scottish Ninja's back in again. DRS open now as he comes over the start and finish straight. Hard on the brakes at the last board. Back 5 gears. Here we go. Into 3rd. Nice. Hits the DRS now, and we'll see what his split is. And he's 1 3/4 tenths up. Let's hope he can gain all the way through the lap, because he's challenging Matthew here for 2nd. A little bit too much curb there, went deep. As a result, he'll lose a little bit of time. Hard on the accelerator now, up through the gears. Nice to see, clean now. Coming over the brow of the hill into the DRS. And here we go, the DR wing open. Stay to the left. And goes P2 on a 108.0. Good lap from Di Miles. As we see a McLaren going out of the pit lane. Turquoise Bones. Matthew Hero is on track. We'll see where Matthew is now as he comes to his 2nd split at the base of the hill. Almost half a second up, 4 tenths up. This will bump him in front of Di Miles. Hugs the track to the left. No. And there we are, a 107.9 to go P2. Nice lap from Matthew, good lap. Qualifying is over for Di Miles. Scottish Ninja. Lagging again, he's on another fast lap. Turquoise Bones just crossed the line. Obviously they got a different timing screen than I have. We'll see now Turquoise Bones down into the 1st split where he is to his time, half a second up. Di's retired from the session, so he'll be starting on the softs. Scottish Ninja has left the session again. Turquoise Bones, we haven't said much about him. He hasn't put a foot wrong all season. He's leading the championship. He's done everything that's been expected of him. Nearly 3 tenths up now. Lost a 10th. Oof, and just nearly lost it coming out of the turn coming up the hill. That will have cost him a 10th or 2. But he's going to stick with it. And beats his time just by a 10th, just under a 10th. So there we have it, Turquoise Bones on pole. Matthew Hero 2nd, Di Miles 3rd, Scottish Ninja 4th. and it's only showing that we've got 3 in the race. Di Miles as Scottish Ninja joins. He needs to get back in his car. Just waiting now the statutory 2 minutes there or thereabouts. I'd like to say that the Scottish Ninja will be on the grid. I think his car will be there. It's just a case as if he will be or not. It's showing that he's back in the session. Can you hear me, Di? Yeah, see what happens at the start. Alright. Is he back in? Alright, well you can ready up now. Alright? Yeah, ready up now, mate. Good luck, mate. See if I can get hold of the Scottish Ninja. Send him another invite. He's having terrible internet connection tonight. Didn't have this in the last race. There he is. And we'll see if he's on the grid. Well, his car is on the grid. Yes, he's on the grid. And there we have it. No lag currently coming off his car. I'm hoping he's back in the session. And he's got his internet issue sorted out. But everything's looking good from this end. Turquoise Bone's just slowing him down now before the AI takes over. Matthew Hero's done well this season. Had a race ban mid-season. But he's done well to bounce back from that race ban. He'll finish second in the championship, providing he finishes tonight. And we'll hopefully stay with this. And here we go. 4, 5. The lights have gone out for me, but they'll be held a little bit longer, and away we go. As we can see, Scottish Ninja's in the background still lagging, so it looks like he'll stay in 4th position. Turquoise Bones leads him into turn 3. Di Miles there going a little bit wide. Matthew's in 2nd, Di Miles 3rd. Matthew trying to get in the slipstream now of Turquoise Bones. And the timing screens are just sorting themselves out. There we are. Di Miles is staying on the back of Matthew Hero. It'll take a lap or two now for everyone to settle down, find the groove. Nice helmet on Turquoise Bones. Up the hill we come for the first time. Round in the last corner. And over the start and finish straight we come. And there we go, a 1:15.4. This will drop on this lap as this is a flying lap. Yeah, Scottish Ninja's time is all over the shop. As he's lagging, is showing that he's minus 1 hour 10. Di Miles is still hanging on to the back of Matthew Hero. Half a second is the gap. Turquoise Bones trying to push now to make a break from Matthew. But I would say that Turquoise is going to do the one stop. Matthew will probably follow and do the same. But I would think Matthew is going to try and stay out a lap or two longer than Turquoise Bones. Turquoise Bones are 1:11.4. That's the mark to beat. We'll look to see what everyone's lap times are. There we go. A 1:11.423 for Turquoise Bones, who happens to be up on this lap, just under a tenth. Matthew's very close behind. Di Miles on a 1:11.7. Turquoise, Scottish Ninja are 14.1. And of course the winner of the fastest laps gets a bonus point. Pardon me. Turquoise Bones now 2/10 faster again. Just go on board with Matthew, see what he is. Turquoise Bones coming across the lap now. Start and finish. A 1:10. Lap times are dropping now. Half a second see separating Turquoise Bones and Matthew Hero's fastest lap. And Di Miles is still hanging on to the back of Matthew Hero, who's slowly starting to drop back now from Turquoise Bones. It'll all come down to penalties at the end of the race. Matthew said to me tonight that he felt, though, if he didn't have the penalties, he could have challenged for the win last week. Because Turquoise Bones was starting to struggle on his tyres a little towards the end. But I don't think there'll be a repeat of that tonight. As we're crossing the finish line now to start lap 5 of 36. Miles now should be in DRS now of Matthew. Just dropped out of it. And I hope this isn't going to be the shape of thing to come with Di Miles, as he picks up a 3-second time penalty. Saying Scottish Ninja's 1 lap down, which he's not. It's just the timing screens because of his internet connection. Nice Schumacher helmet on Di Miles there, as we can just see it on board. Want to stay away from the curves really, especially in turn 4. The gap now to the leader now 2 seconds from Matthew Hero. Di Miles slowly dropping back now from Matthew Hero. And Scottish Ninja's timing screen has sorted itself out. He's 8 seconds back from Di Miles, dropping back now. Still got terrible lag, so I will stay off board with that at the moment. But yes, it's 25 for first, 18 for second, 15 for third, 12 for fourth. And then 1 point for the bonus lap. 6 laps down, 30 to go. It's Turquoise Bones coming across the line now. Some notable big names, Brazilians that have won this race, and one of them being a championship winner, as Matthew picks up a 3-second time penalty, as Ayrton Senna won a championship. I'm not sure if it was twice or 3 times. I know Felipe Massa won a round here and just lost out to the championship to Lewis Hamilton in 2008. And the third one being Rubens Barrichello. Some big names to win round Sao Paulo. The first race was held in 1972 round here, with the official first F1 race. Turquoise Bones now is starting to gap Matthew Hero. Go on board with Matthew now. So at the moment, Matthew's got a 3-second time penalty. Di Miles got a 3-second time penalty, which I'm hoping is going to be the first and the last one he's going to get. And as I say that, he picks up a second. Scottish Ninja isn't losing a great deal of time the miles behind, in front of him. It seems to be just teetering on the brink of 12 seconds at the moment. But of course, like I said, it'll come down to penalties at the end. And who knows? Matthew's doing a sterling job here. He's lost a further half a second to Turquoise Bones. Lap 9 now of the 36 laps. So it won't be long now before they start to think about pitting, all depending on what strategy they're on. I know you can do the one-stop softs to mediums, though you've got to take the softs to the end of lap 16 and then mediums to the end. It's not a bad strategy. The most common strategy is softs to hards. Had there been a full grid, those outside the top 10 would have been starting on the medium tyres, going as long as they can into the race and then switching to the hards. So there we have it. Click off this, go down to see what Dai's doing. Just 2 seconds back, a Scottish Ninja is saying 1 lap down, which we know he's not. Still got a bit of lag, not a great deal. And that's kicking in, so we'll get off that. Go on board now with Dai Miles. It's going well. Now I know Dai is doing the 2-stop. So I would say, and I feel Dai will be pitting anywhere around now. To get off these softs and get on another set of them. Slowly starting to chip into Matthew's lead. As you can see on the overtake of Dai's, he's pushing. Trying to extract every bit of power he can out of the Ferrari. Stays out for another lap. Lap 11. Scottish Ninja 13 seconds. Behind the leader. Oh sorry, behind Dai. Bit of lag there. Dai slowly starting to chip into Matthew. See what ERS. Now Matthew's got a shed load of ERS. And he'll start burning that now shortly. As you can see, Dai's on 30%. Me personally, I wouldn't let it drop anywhere below 60. Because for Dai to let that build now, it's going to take 2 or 3 laps for it to build back up. But Dai will be getting a little bit of a distant tow from Matthew. But it'll only be an ever so slightly distant tow. Turquoise Bones in the pits. Dai Miles hard on the brakes. Into the pits. As I said, Matthew Hero stayed out. He feels he can go longer. Turquoise Bones. Onto a set of mediums. I would say Turquoise Bones will pit again. He will struggle to take them tyres for the remainder of 24 laps. So I feel that he will go the soft, medium, soft way. Matthew Hero leading now. A gap is 15 seconds to Dai Miles. Out on a fresh set of the soft tyres. Goes another 12 laps, 24. He'll do 12 laps on the medium tyre. Matthew's feeling that he can stay out for another couple of laps. Which will bode better for him. If he goes the medium route, little bit of wheel spin on the rear end there. Scottish Ninja picks up his first 3-second time penalty. Remembering now that these drivers now have all got a pit stop. Well, Dai Miles has, and Turquoise Bones has got a pit stop over the Scottish Ninja. Matthew's still yet to stop. Judging by the amount of wheel spin he's getting on the rear end, I would say he may look at pitting this lap. Just wondering if he'll go another. Up the hill he goes. And Matthew's in the pits now. We'll stay on board with him. Hard on the brakes. to the 50mph speed limit. We'll stay on board, let's see what tyres he goes on. Excuse me. And it looks like a set of hards. Good strategy call. Matthew will go to the end, which is easy from here for Matthew. There goes Scottish Ninja just passing now. You want to be careful in the pits, Matthew, as he comes out. Nice to look over the rear wing of the car as we can see the chasing Ferrari of Di Miles. Now Di, being on the softs, will be quicker than Matthew, as it will take Matthew a lap or two for these to come in. You can see Di Miles now all over the back of Matthew. And here we are on board with Di Miles now. Now if Turquoise Bones has got to stop again, this is massive for Matthew Hero. Scottish Ninja lagging terrible. He's on the medium tyres. Di Miles now in the DRS. 1:10.6 from Di Miles, good lap. But I feel that will be broken later in the race, as Turquoise Bones will probably pit again. Di Miles now on board. Rear wing open. Nice to be able to do this on the cars. Scottish Ninja should let Matthew Hero go. You can see Matthew goes wide there because Scottish Ninja is lagging. Lagging quite bad on my screen. We'll get off board with that. I hope this doesn't affect Matthew's race, because Matthew needs to get past Scottish Ninja as soon as possible. Oh my god. As he ducks into the pits, that was a good call there. Matthew lets Di Miles go. Nice to see. See now if Di Miles can break Matthew Hero and chip into Turquoise Bones' lead. We'll jump on board with Matthew now. 6/10 behind Di Miles. But Matthew is going to the end here. But Di Miles needs to do everything he can now to try and break this second gap from Matthew Hero. Being on the softs, you feel he's got to do that. Being on the faster tyre, far superior grip over the hards. As you can see now, Miles is just over a second. On board with Matthew now, we'll look back. No DRS. So Di Miles has broke the DRS. And the gap between himself and Matthew Hero is just over the second. We'll look back now to see if Matthew's got it this. Yes, Matthew's got the DRS this lap. Just inside it. But Di's just doing enough to stay ahead of him. Di's teetering on 7 seconds to Turquoise. There we go, on board now, so we can see now what tyres everyone's on. And that's, you look at Scottish Ninja's time to Matthew Hero, 26 seconds, through no fault of his own, it's down to his connection. which is a terrible shame, because I know he was looking at promotion tonight along with Di Miles. Di Miles is pushing again. We'll see what his split is at now at the second sector. Going well, yeah. We're at the halfway distance now. 18 laps in, 18 to go. And we drop down the hill now for the second split. 2/10 up. Turquoise Bones, fastest lap, a 1:10.5 on their mediums. And Di Miles just misses out by a 3/1000 as he picks up a 3-second time penalty. Stay on board just to see what the split is now. Almost 2/10 up. Matthew now, the gap to Matthew is almost 4 seconds. I don't know whether Matthew's had a moment, but he's all over the place. He's losing time to Miles hand over fist here. So I don't know what he's done wrong. But he knows Di Miles has got to stop again, so it's no big loss. Come up the second split now. 3.5 up. Let's hope Miles can get this right for the fastest lap. Turquoise Bones, a 1:10.1. So he's pushing. And Miles lost it all coming up the hill. On board now with Turquoise Bones. The gap between himself and Di Miles, 8.5 seconds now. As you can see, his ERS is just dipped below 60%, so it's obvious that he was pushing, using the overtake to gain a little bit more of a speed advantage as Di Miles picks up his third or fourth 3-second time penalty. He doesn't need to be getting these. We're on lap 20 of 36. All depending on the gap between the third place and Scottish Ninja. It's going to come down to penalties. We'll hop on board now to see where Scottish Ninja is in comparison to his teammate as he crossed the line to start lap 21. And there we are. He's in the latter half of the lap. Matthew almost 5 seconds now behind Di Miles. So Matthew must be struggling on them hards. Be probably another 2 laps before Di pits, and Di will go on to the mediums. But this could work out well for Di, because he's going to be on the faster tyre and the fresher tyre compared to Matthew. I'm just wondering, will Matthew pit to get off them hards? Or is he going to stick it out and stay on them to the bitter end? The gap now, 9.3 seconds from Turquoise to Miles. Nicely through the centre S. Beautiful overhead helicopter view here. down the first straight into turn 4. Lovely shot. A little bit too much curb, and you want to stay away from that curb there on the inside of turn 4, as it is renowned for pulling you into the wall. I'm back. Matthew dropping back now. Almost 6 seconds from Di Miles, as we can see the Scottish Ninja in the background, who is almost 30 seconds now back from Matthew Hero on his 5-lap old hards. And there he is, still lagging a bit. Turquoise Bones now pushing on. I feel that he will pit again. 13 laps to go. I can't honestly see him taking the distance. He's got hardly any ERS, 20%. He's been pushing. On board now as he crosses the line to start his 24th lap. Turquoise Bones. Di Miles, we'll have a look as into the pits he comes. Just makes the 50mph braking spot. Di will now go onto a brand spanking new set of medium tyres, and there they are, shining. Just take it easy now, Di, on the first couple of laps. Take it easy. Don't want to clip the wall and damage your wing. So there we are. Di now will go to the end. As we can see the gap now to Matthew Hero. 13.5 seconds. I'm just hoping now Di Miles can maybe reel him in a bit in the last 12 laps. Being on the faster tyre, he should be able to take a bit of time out of Matthew. See how Matthew's driving here. Turquoise Bones almost got a pit stop strategy over Matthew Hero, but I feel it's not going to be too many more laps before he thinks about pitting and going on to a set of softs. Not a bad strategy. Stay on board now with Turquoise Bones, see what he's going to do if he stays out for this lap. Yeah, stays out. Di Miles is starting to take time out of Matthew Hero. 6/10 out of him since he pitted on the last lap. Time is falling quite rapidly now to Matthew Hero. And there's enough time left in the race now for Di to catch and pass Matthew to claim P2. We'll just have a check now to see Who is holding the fastest lap? The fastest lap, as we can see, is still on Turquoise at a 1:10.1. Miles 4/10 back from that. The gap now 12.5 seconds from the overhead camera shot. Miles will be doing everything he can now to try and take as much time as he possibly can out of Matthew. Turquoise Bones on lap 27. Bit of movement in the back of that car then. Could be a sign that his tyres are starting to go off. But he's got that all important time now. If he wants to pit now, he can. Obviously he'll come out on the softs. Stays out. Excuse me. Matthew doing everything that's expected of him. 13 laps now. Another 8 to go for Matthew on them hards. Easy strategy. Softs to hards. And a safe strategy. Miles opting for the 2-stop. Wants to stop taking too much curb in turn 1 and turn 3 in this NRS. Easy to pick up time penalties. And the gap looks like it's settled now between Miles and Matthew. Bit too much curb there. That'll have cost him half a second. We'll have a look now. Scottish Ninja. Still a small amount of lag, which is a shame for him. See now what Turquoise is going to do. Here's Turquoise pitting. He can pit and go onto the softs because Matthew here ain't going to put up much of a challenge, being on the hard tyres. And is too far back to really do anything. And in the pits he comes. We'll go on board now. Hard on the brakes. On the limiter. In the pits now. New set of softs going on. There we go. And now we'll see the fastest lap times tumble. On board now with Matthew as he comes over the start and finish straight. In comparison to Turquoise Bones, who's coming out of the pit lane now to rejoin the track. And now we'll see the gap. Matthew should be in the background. And it's a very distant background. 3 seconds. Now falling back now from Matthew. Scottish Ninja hasn't got anything to challenge now tonight. Haven't been on board with him much tonight because of his lag. As we can see, it's quite bad. Because we're not getting the true representation of the car on the track. Back on board as Turquoise Bones now will be pushing now into the overtake now. Going for the fastest lap this lap. We'll stay on board with Turquoise Bones to see what he's at when it comes through into the second split. And he's absolutely flying now. Should stay to the left here. And there we go, a 108.8. Good lap. Just see what he can do now down to the first sector. See if he's purple again. And it's 3/10 slower than his previous lap. Scottish Ninja now. Yeah, his car's not giving us a true representation. But he's staying the course. A lot of people would have given up by now. Di Miles now, almost 14 seconds behind Matthew. I thought Di Miles would have caught Matthew up. But then he had that moment and now his tyres are starting to wear. Matthew's still going well in second place. That first win eluding him. Di's still going well here. We're on lap 33 of 36. Turquoise Bones just about to cross the line, start lap 34. Di Miles was in F2 in the early days, along with myself and another notable driver that used to drive in PSF1, Wardy. Back in the early seasons of 1, 2 and 3, and since then Di has been in F3, and this season, because of low numbers, Di's in now with a chance of promotion to F2. I'm not sure if the F3 league will be going next season, as numbers are showing that we can't get the drivers to fill the slots. But that's down to the league owner, not Penny's Boat, who's currently hosting the PSF1 F2 race. It's Turquoise Bones now, climbs the hill. start lap 35 of 36. And there we are, lap 35-36. Got nothing left to prove. I'm sorry about the commentary. There's no close battles on track. Matthew was hoping to be closer to Turquoise Bones. I think it would have been great to see. But I know Matthew's carrying at least one penalty, which doesn't help his cause. Matthew now will start feeling the wear on them tyres, but it shouldn't worry him too much. One lap to go. Turquoise Bones now coming over the start and finish line to start lap 36 of 36. Hasn't put a foot wrong all evening. Hasn't been challenged at all. Scottish Ninja picks up a 3-second time penalty. Not sure if that's his first or second of the evening. Excuse me. Turquoise now pushing. He'll be enriched now, using every bit of overtake he's got. Currently holding the fastest lap of the session. The bonus point tonight will go to Turquoise Bones, giving him a maximum of 26 points. And he will also go on to win the F3 Championship. Excuse me. And up the hill we come for the very last time. And there's your winner. Turquoise Bones takes the Brazilian Grand Prix and sets a new fastest lap of 1:08.7. We'll jump on board now with Matthew Hero coming round. Picks up a 3-second time penalty. Crosses the line. We'll just see Di Miles now. Fastest lap obviously still staying with Turquoise Bones. Di Miles crosses the line, MP3. Nice to see. So Di Miles has picked up promotion. We'll go on board with the Scottish Ninja now. And I know, I don't know whether his car done that or whether he done that. Nice to see that he's still on the same lap as everyone else. He hasn't been lapped. A fair distance back from Di Miles. But he stayed with it nonetheless. Nice to see. And here he goes, around the corner. Just across the start and finish line. Nicely done. And P4 for Scottish Ninja. Just get the timing screens now. And then we'll talk to a couple of the drivers. Driver of the day, Turquoise Bones. Just wait for the timing screens now. Nice to see the Welsh flag of Di Miles on the podium. A boy from the valleys. And the timing screens will tell us now. And that was the big thing for Di Miles. See the 15-second time penalties. That's what would have cost him. So we'll unmute the players now. Alright boys. Alright mate, good race Miles, good race Matthew. Yeah, but I could see you were struggling on him a little bit.